like and subscribe. The technology necessary to save the world we have. We can pull water out of the air. We can recreate the desert into farmland. We can create sustainable energy without digging for fossil fuels and polluting the world. The technology is there. People have told me that it is impossible to save the world. Some say that it will take God to save the world. But the reality is, human beings, we have the knowledge to save the world. The question is, when are we going to start applying that knowledge, using that knowledge, and get fools out of positions of authority that we know are ruining and destroying the world? You see, 1% does not control 99% unless we allow them to. And we are allowing them to do exactly what they're doing. And the reason why we're doing it is because of greed. We want what they want. We want what they want. And what do they want? Nothing that makes any sense. You look at a billionaire, and he's promoting wars for profit. He's devaluing the nutrition needed in food for dollars. And others are willing to allow him to do that for what? For dollars. For money that he doesn't need. Every human beings, we got this. Eventually, we're going to snap out of this because reality is going to snap out of it. It's going to snap us out of this. Because if we keep going on this path, things are going to get worse and worse and worse to the point to where ignorance cannot be ignored. To where ignorance cannot be ignored. It's going to get to that point. The question is, will it be too late for us to turn it around? Don't blame God because God has given us the ability to reason. Consciousness is the ability to reason. Now let me ask you a question. Should God have made man instinctive, or should God have given us common sense? Well, the answer is simple. If we are not going to use our common sense, then God should have made us instinctive and left us out in the woods running around butt naked. At least then we would not have the ability to destroy the earth, and nature could keep us in check. But you see, real religion of the Hebrew Israelites, of which I am one of, is not about and was never about heaven and hell. It was about Spiritual evolution. Spiritual evolution. Not to become God, but to become God-like. To become God-like. For the greater good. Summum bonum. For the greater good of humanity. And what is humanity but life? Life consciousness. Humanity is life consciousness. We can get water from air. We can get energy from the sunlight coming down. We don't have to dig for fossil fuels. There is no reason for a person to be a billionaire. It's wasted. It's wasted resources when resources are measured in dollars and cents. Billions of dollars tied up in stocks is wasted resources. It's wasted resources. You see, everything in the world has to circulate to be of value. Everything in the world has to circulate to be of value. And if resources are held in stocks and people are saving it, institutionalizing it, then it is of no value to humanity. And we see that when we see people are homeless and people are starving. See, the problem is rich people don't have common sense and they're selfish. And there's something mentally wrong with them. They're drinking their own Kool-Aid and their Kool-Aid is poison. You see, this is what's going to happen. And this is a law of nature. And the reality is, if you are catching your house on fire and you refuse and you have the ability to put that fire out and you sit there and watch it burn, eventually you're going to have to put that fire out. You're going to have to use that water. Get up off your sorry butt and use that water to put that fire out if you want to exist. Now, this world, this earth, this is our home. And we're allowing people to destroy it. And we don't have that many rooms left in this world before it reaches a point to where it can't recover. Nature has good recuperative abilities. But we're not even giving nature a chance to recuperate. We see oil tankers not being taken care of and leaking millions and millions of gallons, if not billions of gallons, into our drinking water, into our oceans, And you might as well call the oceans drinking water because water, it evaporates, it goes up into the clouds and it comes back down in lakes and streams and we drink it once nature cleanses it. But we're making a mess. And we can't say, God, why are you letting this happen? Because God gave us consciousness and the ability to straighten this out, to improve. God gave us the ability to go to other worlds. God gave us the ability to spread humanity to other worlds, to other universes. We have total freedom to inherit the universe. And that's what Jesus Yahshua meant when he said, what sense does it make? I can't paraphrase it, but what sense does it make to destroy the earth and lose the heaven and lose your soul? And soul being the life of humanity, spreading our seed throughout the universe. We have the ability to spread our seed throughout the universe, but we're destroying the earth, talking about white supremacy. We're destroying the earth, talking about white supremacy, and we're killing humanity. And then white supremacists are killing each other. So this is just insanity. It's just total insanity. Now you got all these so-called prophets, churches, preachers, and everything else, and all they're trying to do is make money. And they're watching this. They're just trying to make money. I mean, the Vatican, all these people, just full of pedophiles and homosexuals, making money. It's just like it's a cult. The Vatican is a cult, and they keep their lies a secret. And then they take people's kids and put them in this place and tell them, if you tell your parents, blah 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 blah, whatever. I mean, am I the only one who sees this? Am I the only one who knows this? Or, the reality of the situation, reincarnation does exist. But it seems like some people feel like, well, this is my life. I'm gonna have this little party, and when I'm gone, that's it. That's sickening. That's sickening. And it's selfish, and it shows that you don't care about your children. Even if you don't care about even if you don't care about and you don't believe in reincarnation, at least care about your children. At least care about your children and what kind of world you're going to leave them. I mean, reincarnation is real. Reincarnation is real. And there's evidence to that. But the Vatican, fake church, Israel, fake Jews, Muslims, totally ridiculous. Totally ridiculous. Egypt means slave owners. I don't know. Well, I don't know if humanity is going to hit the brakes and put this thing into reverse and start going forward. Because we have to go into reverse from the directions we're going in now. God exists. I am a spiritual messenger of God. I'm not worried about death or anything like that, because the soul, unlike the human body, the soul is not going to dissolve on earth. But some of your souls are going to lose their consciousness, and the fire atoms of which we're made out of, some will just go back into the sun, and you will lose consciousness of self. You don't have to believe me. It matters not, because what is. The truth is what the truth is. Whether you believe it or not, whether you desire to believe it or not, it's none of my business. Only thing I'm supposed to do is lead you to the spiritual waters, so when you get thirsty, you'll know where to go and get a drink. If not, so be it. What is. My my spiritual evolution is pretty much complete. I will reincarnate over and over again until I decide not to. with that. But let me tell you this. Whether you believe me or not is immaterial. But I'm going to tell you this. An intelligent person would not take a chance on losing their soul. There is a saying, put your money where you can gain something. If you're going to make a mistake in such a way that there is value. Make a mistake where there is value. Make a mistake where there is value. Don't make a mistake or a choice where there is no value. With that, like and subscribe, and have a great day.